First on our speech list, we have Chloe. Cool.
Picture this. I finally get home after a tiring day of learning at school. The sun is shining, my bedroom is feeling like an oasis away from my siblings, and all I want to do is relax and have fun. But unfortunately, there is no rest for me. Lambs to feed, cross-country to train for, afternoon tea to be consumed. But unfortunately, that is where the fun stops, and the daily torture begins. You know what I'm talking about. Homework. Homework. I strongly believe I do enough learning at school. I don't need any more school learning at home. It's just a waste of precious time when I could be doing more important things like playing outside, spending time with my family, and if I'm really lucky, playing with my friends. Although it is true that homework only takes minutes, but those minutes feel like hours that I will never get back again. Homework just gets in the way of life. If I didn't have homework, I could actually get to enjoy my relaxation time without having the dreaded torture of homework at the back of my mind. Teachers and principals, I'm addressing you to give us a break from homework, please. In fact, you would be doing me a favour, but just not me, my parents, and even our teachers. Look, school is 6 hours full of learning. We don't need any more school learning at home. In fact, did you know that homework actually stands for half of my energy, wisdom, and random knowledge that we don't actually need in real life? I don't see the point in homework at all when we've done all that important learning at school. Speaking of school, did I mention that stands for 6 cruel hours of our life? However, the most compelling reason for no homework is that we learn at home. But the learning we do at home may not be math, spelling, reading, or writing, but it is social skills. How to negotiate with our siblings, resilience, how to survive our siblings, and all the important life skills like dishes, washing, and cooking. Even though some teachers think that homework goes beyond the task itself, because it may help children take control of their workload and increase their time management skills, homework may be set for the deadline, and taking ownership of this deadline may help them think independently and develop problem-solving skills, which in my opinion, I think that they're wrong, because we will eventually learn that by ourselves, which in my opinion is better. We don't need homework to do that. In conclusion, could you teachers please hear me out? Homework just gets in the way of our life. Spending time with our family and developing life skills is way more important. Well, teachers and principals, if you still don't agree with me, I'm sure most of the students today will. Majority rules.
I disagree.
Sometimes the best solution is to rest, relax, and recharge. It's hard to be your best on empty. Wise Words by Sam Glenn. Hi, my name is Samantha, and I need to tell you why we need longer school holidays. Firstly, family time. Students would have longer holidays. If there was longer holidays, students would have the excellent opportunity to look into their roots, family roots, culture, and history, as well as being able to reconnect with distant family and friends. Then, secondly, students need more breaks. important point worth considering is that holiday breaks have been proven to be highly beneficial for students' mental health and wellness. Students juggle various responsibilities, from managing 6 or 7 classes, not to mention after-school jobs, and they still have to find time for their own social lives. Then there is the endless amounts of stress and homework. While I do agree we need to learn to become wealthy and joyful, I think we're stretching students a bit too far. Thirdly, time to catch up. According to Ellison Academy, holiday breaks allow students to shift their focus and complete other important tasks. Just think about how beneficial it would be if students had the time and space to catch up with things that have been pushed aside or require more focus. Although some schools across the country have contemplated longer school days or schedules, holiday breaks are still favored, as they allow time for family and friends to spend time together. In conclusion, holiday breaks are great for students, mental health, and wellness. We must have longer school holidays. I'm going to leave you with one question. Do you really want stressed out kids to become stressed out parents?
So guys, there's a good lesson in that is if you do make a mistake, it's fine. So Sam, I reckon, well done, he never gave up. It would have been quite scary at that time, but he still stepped up and carried on. So awesome resilience. And it's okay to make mistakes. Right, you just got to push through those. Well done, Sam, and just go.
Awesome. Levi. On the board.
Hi, my name is Levi and my speech is about why we should recycle. I believe we should recycle because it will help global warming, reduce toxic gases in our environment, and it will be more fish than plastic in our oceans. Firstly, we need to recycle and upcycle because science shows that the Earth's temperature has risen by 1 degree Celsius since the 1900s. Did you know that 2016 was the hottest year recorded? The UN Global Compact team is trying to get the Earth's temperature below 1 degree Celsius increase before 2050. So we should try and recycle as much as we can. Being a child, we can help by putting our rubbish in the bin. Secondly, we need to reduce toxic gases. Did you know that lethal methane gas is released from landfills after 100 years? If you breathe it in, it can lead to people having infections in their bodies. Yet, do you know that if you have too much of this toxic gas, it can lead to some death? So I wouldn't be able to benefit. Your local council can tell you whether you're living on landfill or not. Methane, CH4, is a colourless, odorless, and highly flammable gas, and is made of saturated hydrogen. It comes from cow's poop and landfills. It is also a potent greenhouse gas affecting climate change by contributing to global warming. We can help by using cow poo for cooking gas. Might sound disgusting at first, but turning cow manure into a natural gas would have 2 big advantages. First, it would turn animal waste, a major source of carbon pollution, into a useful fuel. Second, it would provide a new source of natural gas which could be used to replace dirty fuels like coal and oil. Finally, saving the fish and marine life in our oceans. Science shows that in 2050 there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish if we don't do something. Do you know that the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is the largest accumulation of ocean plastic in the world? It is more than a whopping 100,000 kg of rubbish. Being an adult and a child, we can help by putting our rubbish in the bin instead of dropping it on the ground. If the rubbish gets into stormwater drains, then there will eventually be more rubbish
because it will help lessen global warming, reduce toxic gases in our environment, and there will be more fish and plastic in our oceans in the future.
Guys, you know how our pool's smaller and our voice carries more, our school, because it's also large, it doesn't carry as much. And Mr. Warren can't turn his hearing aids up any further, so we can try and, I know the judges can hear you, but see if you can try and connect to the back of the wall as well. That was really good. Wordy ones, try and see.
The Maui dolphins are close relatives to the Hector dolphins that live in the South Island. The Maori name is Pukoto. I thought it was Maui. The reason that I've decided to do my speech on this amazing dolphin is that I want to be a marine biologist when I grow up. Marine biologists study plants and animals that live in the ocean, collect data to write reports to better understand the marine life. I wanted to warn people that if we want to save this amazing animal, we really have to act now. Some of the things I like about Maui dolphins is that it's endemic to New Zealand. Endemic means that it's only found in New Zealand waters. I also love the patterns they have. It has black, white and grey markings on its body. They have a black rounded fin on their back and their nose isn't like a bee, it's rounded and makes them even cuter. They grow to be 1.5 meters tall. That's about the same size as me. They only have one calf every 2 to 4 years and usually have their first calf between 5 to 9 years old. They only live till around their mid-20s, which is short compared to other dolphins and whales. They find their prey by using echolocation. The foods on the diet are a hood of flatfish, stargazer, spread, and arrow squid. There are only around 55 Maui dolphins in the world. Threats include getting eaten by sharks and orcas, but the biggest threat is getting tangled in set nets and trawling, which drowns them. Pollution. Pollution is also a big problem to the Maui dolphins, especially plastic. A way to help them is to eliminate commercial and recreational set netting. If we can get rid of all set net fishing and tidy up our oceans, then the Maui dolphins have a good chance of surviving.
Molly.
Why is summer better than winter? Picture a shining sun, a delicious ice cream, and the cool salty water at your feet. Do any of these things happen in winter? The answer is no. That's why summer is better than winter. First of all, summer holidays are longer than winter holidays, so you get a 2-month break to spend more time with your family and your friends. In winter, you only get a 2.5-week break, and you don't have to worry about all that homework. Secondly, Christmas is in summer, and who doesn't like Christmas? I like going to the beach when it's Christmas and making Christmas cards for my family. Also, because of daylight savings, you and your family can have a barbecue because the sun stays shining till very late. Thirdly, the sunlight makes you happy, and this isn't an opinion. It's a fact. The sunlight makes your brain produce more serotonin, a chemical that makes you happy. In countries that don't have much sunlight in winter, they use this thing called light therapy to help people produce serotonin. The sun also provides you with vitamin D, which your body needs to stay healthy. Fourthly, summer is a good time of the year for farmers. Not only is there obviously more sunlight in summer, but there is also rain. Both of these things mean that farmers can get better harvests. Fifthly, heaps of fruits grow in summer. Peaches, berries, apricots, watermelon, blueberries and mangoes. My favourite fruit is mangoes. Finally, summer means that you can get out of the house and do some exercise, which is good for your body. Also, you can put on clothes in no time. Thanks to the nice warm weather outside, all you need to put on is a t-shirt and shorts, and there's no hustle or rush. So in conclusion, it is obvious that summer is much more fun than winter. I hope you enjoyed my speech, and thank you for listening and being a great audience.
Work audience as well. Yep, very good.
It is undeniable that it is hard to be the only girl in a family of boys. I speak from personal experience. You may think that being the only girl in a family of boys is a privilege, but let me tell you that any privileges I have in being the only girl, daughter, or special child are outweighed by being sandwiched by brothers. In my opinion, the most compelling reason for my very hard life is that my brothers are always leaving me out. For example, whenever we're playing a game like Monopoly, they will team up on me, combining their money and properties to make an alliance against me. Of course, I don't stand a chance against them, and when I lose, they act like it's some life achievement. Another example is when they're playing their barbaric wrestling games. Of course, although it is true that I don't want to be a part of it, because I have a brain, why would I want to grab someone and push their face into the couch until they tap out? I don't get it. So again, I'm left out. But this time, thankfully, I just wish at times they would want to play something actually human-like. For example, hide-and-seek tag, or I could give them a makeover, something that includes me and not excludes me. By now, it is obvious to you all that we don't really have any common interests. Since my brothers are boys and they like the same things, I'm always outnumbered with choices that are offered to us. For example, whenever we have a movie night, we end up watching the movie that my brothers chose because it's 2-1. Majority rules. Although it is true that not everything is hard about having brothers. Whilst they can be annoying, we always have a good laugh together, and I guess I do kind of love them. So I've been telling you about all the challenges of being the only girl, right? This got me thinking. What are the challenges between us boys and girls? The differences, sorry. It has actually been scientifically proven that boys' brains are different from girls. I found some studies on the internet by very smart brain people, and they say that boys' brains and girls' brains are just made to be different. They go on to explain that girls in general are better at understanding communication and empathy, where boys, on the other hand, are better at understanding how things work. In conclusion, I hope I have proved to you that life with brothers is hard. And as much as I'd like to be treated like a princess or have privileges, it's never going to happen. My brothers will continue to leave me out, play their boys' games, making my life very, very hard.
content. Oh, Victoria.
The best things in life are sweet, like chocolate. Have you ever wondered where this delicious treat came from? When I was little, I thought chocolate just came in a packet available from my local store. Man, his eye rocked. Hi, my name is Victoria, and today I'm here to talk to you about chocolate. You may have heard the phrase, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, in ancient Mayan times, money literally grew on trees. Cacao beans were once used in a barter system to get clothes and food. Cacao beans were considered more valuable than gold dust, and after trying chocolate myself, I would have to agree. In case you needed an excuse to eat chocolate, chocolate is basically salad. Chocolate is made from the cacao beans. Cacao beans are the fruit that grow on a cacao tree. If you were to throw a bunch of those in a bowl, you could call that fruit salad. The process of turning cacao beans into chocolate is no easy task. It takes around 4 years to grow a cacao tree and then 400 beans to make just 2 blocks of chocolate. Once picked, the beans are roasted and cleaned at low temperatures to develop flavour. Shells are separated from the nibs by a process called winnowing. Nibs are finely ground into cocoa mass. The earliest known consumption of cacao is dated back more than 2,000 years ago. In ancient times, it was used as a bitter drink. It was prized as both a love drug potion and an energy booster. In today's society, chocolate is a popular treat and comes in many forms, including blocks, paste, and powder. It is no longer used as a currency, but is still very valuable. Chocolate equals happiness. Not only is it delicious, but chocolate contains ingredients that make you release endorphins, leaving you feeling happy. And while there are obviously some reasons not to eat chocolate for every meal, for today I think I'll just leave it at that. Thanks for listening.
You guys want to quick stand up and have a church? Yep.
Hi, my name is Sweetie, and my speech is about why people should believe in their own future. I think people should believe in their own potential so that they can inspire other people. Would you guys like to inspire other people? Well, it's as easy as believing in your own potential. Tom Cruise had dyslexia, but he didn't let that hold him back. He kept pushing forward by training himself to focus his attention. He was diagnosed at only 7 years old. He tried to concentrate on what he was reading, but would have very little memory of what he read and would go blank, feeling anxious, nervous, bored, frustrated, dumb, and would often get angry. He overcame feelings like this using determination and positive outlooks. You may become a famous author like Eric Kiley. In 1968, he published his first self-written and illustrated book, 1, 2, 3 to the Zoo, which was followed by the award-winning book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar in 1969. He has written a lot of books, at least 70. They are mostly about animals and nature. Children all over the world will love to read his books because they make them laugh. He writes the words nice and big so it's easier to read. They also love how his books have bright colours and cute animals. Believing in yourself can also lead to success in sports. For example, Sir Russell Coutts was an Olympic sailor and won a gold medal at the Olympic Games in 1984. In fin classes, he has won the America's Cup 5 times, I repeat, 5 times. He trained whenever he could, starting his sailing career in 1962. He was only 9 years old. And now that's why I think you should believe in your own potential, so they can inspire other people to do what they want to do and achieve. I think people can achieve anything they want through hard work. You just have to keep trying and focus on your goals.
Here's Tor, here's a dog named Poppy, here's a really nice teacher. He gives us a privileged day on Fridays. My hero once went to Japan and he once said no to the Japanese mafia. He makes these weird sounds, like really weird sounds. He likes horses so much. My hero is so funny, and my hero is a man. He burps a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. His favourite word to say is I'm over it. He tells us to take our time, as it is not a race, and if it was a race, he will win. Since using a touchscreen phone computer, he constantly tries to touchscreen on every computer, which is really annoying. He always says he's allergic to all the students. He does this evil laugh. He has 3 kids. He sits on a red chair and he gives me a lot of tickets. He has hazel green eyes. He wears a black jacket. He has black and white shoes and brownish pants. He likes hot lemon drinks and sometimes black coffee and doesn't eat at school. He doesn't take us up for fitness. He has a snarly lip and he always gets sidetracked. We basically don't do any schoolwork. He calls a Chromebook a Chromie. He calls roommates eat pickles and brings 17 olives. He doesn't know what bubble tea / boba tea is. He says he's a artist instead of an artist. He He also loves making jokes which crack him up more than anyone else. He likes reading us picture books only if they do not have too much writing in them. He also enjoys helping us out with SRA cards. He is intelligent and he's my favourite teacher because he gives the privileged person a hot chocolate. He says to make sure that there's space for him to run out of the classroom when he needs to go to road crossing duty. My hero is the best hero I've ever had. Who do you think my hero is? Malia. Instead of being a bully, why not be kind? Give people high fives or simply a wave. Hi, I'm Pedro Petty, and I think bullying is so lost-centered. How would you feel if you were being bullied? Well, let me guess, not good. So why do other people deserve it? Not all mean acts are bullying, but that doesn't mean that mean is kind. Kindness counts. It could turn someone's day around. Helping someone pick up pencils, open a door, or just saying hi. Those are some examples of kindness. Sometimes it can take as much as a smile or hug a people. But don't hug every stranger you see on the street. Be smart. As I said, kindness counts. But do you have to be friends with everyone? No. It's your right to choose who you hang out with. But be respectful about it. Back on kindness. I've seen somewhere that kindness costs zero. And yes, it costs zero, but equals more than $1 million. Get me? If you're a bully, what I want to say is take off your sneakers and put some disaster shoes on. Take a moment to think about that. Bullying is the opposite of kindness. Trust me, you'll feel good if you're kind. It's a win-win. More people will like you, and who knows, you might even like yourself a bit more. This world is so much more than a grumpy neighbor. It can be a place everyone can be happy. A good sense of life. It's how we make today better than yesterday. Every day better than yesterday. We can't change the past, but we can change the future. More examples of kindness. Kindness can be letting people play a game, helping them with a task, or have a talk. All little things make someone feel great. Happier times are 100. Obviously, we all have hearts, and it's time to use them. I say let's all do one kind thing this week. One thing will have a huge impact on a person. In fact, I've prepared some hiking. An act of kindness done with love and compassion doesn't have to cost. But selfish actions, they can take over somewhere. What side will we choose? Will we bask in the shine or lurk in the darkness? You cannot do both.
Miles.
Who are the real heroes in life? What do you think of when you think of a hero? You might think of Superman, Spider-Man, Iron Man, or Batman. But sorry to inform you, they are fake. So I'm here today to tell you who, in my opinion, are the real heroes. What do you think when... According to the dictionary, a hero is a person who is admired for their courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. I agree with the dictionary. The first heroes I want to speak about are the ones who show courage by saving lives. These are our doctors, nurses, ambulance staff, firefighters, and police. These people have to do years of training, and sometimes it's voluntary, which means they don't get paid. Dedication. These people are very dedicated to their profession, and it's definitely not a 9-to-5 job. These heroes work long hours and can be called out at any time. Now that's dedication. My sister Megan, who has had a liver transplant, has a few heroes as well. Nurses, doctors, and all the specialists that have cared for her throughout her life and performed surgeries and procedures to keep her well. Her biggest hero is the person who chose to donate their organs. Because of this hero's selfless decision, means my sister has a new liver, so she is healthy, not facing death, and as you can imagine, my family is extremely grateful to this hero. Other heroes worth mentioning are people who have had outstanding achievements or introduced new technology and ways of living that make our lives easier. What if Alexander Fleming had not shared his knowledge about penicillin? Or if Edward Jenner had not persevered with his work around vaccines and viruses? The world would be a different place. Did you know that Graham Alexander Bell's first phone call was an accident? He tripped over and spilt battery acid. He yelled for help to his assistant, Thomas Watson, who was in the next room, and Thomas showed him through the receiver. How cool is that? Thirdly, but not necessarily last, in my opinion, are educators, judges, and politicians, who are also heroes because they make decisions for our nation's people and are responsible for changing lives. Teachers educate, pointing us to the future. Judges make decisions about good versus evil. And politicians, well, we don't want to talk about politicians. Ultimately, all those superheroes are more exciting when they go It is still undeniable that the heroes that I have mentioned are all admired for their courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. I hope I have persuaded you enough that now you know, without a doubt, that these people are the real heroes in life.
Everything you can imagine is real, are the famous words of Pablo Picasso. Picasso was a famous artist and is well known for his weird and interesting art style. He was born on the 25th of October, 1881, and died on the 8th of April, 1973. Unlike most artists back in the day who died penniless, he was quite wealthy in his last few years before he passed away. Picasso dabbled in other arts as well, including theatre. While Picasso was well known for his paintings, but in the later years of his life, he also began to write poetry. He wrote over 340 poems between 1935 and 1959. His most famous painting, Guernica, is not only Picasso's best-known work, but is one of the most Google-searched paintings in the world. On April 26, 1937, during the Spanish Civil War, the Nazis tested their new air force on the vast town of Guernica in northern Spain. 1/3 of Guernica's 5,000 inhabitants were killed or wounded. Pablo Picasso exposed the horror of the bombing in his famous anti-war painting called Guernica. Maybe the weirdest habit about Picasso is that he often carried a revolver in his left pocket with blanks that made an explosive sound every time he pressed the trigger. He would often shoot people that he found uninteresting, including the people who questioned the meaning of his paintings. Pablo Picasso's most expensive painting sold for over $170 million. That could get you your own island. That could get, the painting is called Woman of Elders and is sold at auction in New York for $179,365,000. The painting is considered one of Pablo Picasso's most important works. Pablo Picasso was probably the most important figure of the millennium in terms of art. Before the age of 50, the Spanish-born artist had become the most well-known name in modern art, with the most distinct style and eye for artist creation. Pablo Picasso had an enormous influence on the 20th century art and worked in a variety of styles. After Cubism, his major in modern art was the freedom that characterized every aspect of his painting: sculptures, ceramics, and graphic work. Picasso has inspired people to go out of their comfort zone and do what they love, no matter what other people thought. He changed many lives, and he changed mine too.
Okay, another round of applause for the speakers. Those are some amazing speeches. I can tell you guys worked hard at that. And audience, you guys have been awesome as well. Judges, yeah. What happens now? Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do an impromptu speech. Absolutely. We'll do like a minute. And then we'll get up here. And then we'll do like, okay, put up your hand if you're keen on doing an impromptu speech. Okay, what is an impromptu speech? I'll give you an example. Ms. Phillips, give me a topic. Rugby. Okay, here's how you do an impromptu speech. It's easy. I love rugby. Why do I love rugby? It's got an oval ball. When you kick it, the ball, you just don't know where it goes. Absolutely don't know where it goes. My favourite rugby player, actually I like rugby league actually, way better. My favourite rugby player is Latrell Mitchell. He plays for the Rabbitohs. He's a fullback and he has got the highest scored points for the Rabbitohs. He's playing this weekend. He's going to play against the Cowboys. That's for semi-finals. I can't wait for that game. Is that a minute? About 30 seconds. That felt like 5 minutes in my head. Okay, so it's just rambling off, and I'll try not to say and ah. So an impromptu speech. Who is game? Ooh, of course, Etu. Kayla?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. And your topic is pink fluffy unicorns.
I like pink fluffy unicorns because they're pink and they're fluffy and they dance on rainbows, and you know they're the best because they're pink and fluffy. They have these rainbow tails, I think. Yeah, they just are fluffy and fat and they're like dancing on rainbows, as far as I know. And I'm pretty sure there's a song about them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And pink fluffy unicorns, like cotton candy.
That was awesome. Now's your time for you chatterboxers. You know, all the time the teachers say, stop talking, this is your time to talk. Who are the chatterboxers? Yeah. Sophia, get up here. Okay, and I get one of the parents to come up with a random topic. Anyone? Hannah, you'll come up with a random topic.
Fish. Mr. L.
Fish? Yeah. Go then, do it on me, then go for it. 30 seconds.
He thinks it's cool. He goes down and plays with the kids on the field, trying to be the favourite. He's talking in front of everyone, talking about rugby. He didn't even say it all that. I wasn't listening. swirly lines and a bunch of dots. Aunts, what is it?
Rugby.
There were 2 kids in our class yesterday, and one of them came up to Mrs. Lesson and said, "Can we have a brain break? I wonder where he got that from."
You need a break here.
Time up.
Time up. Nice. Shadowbox, 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 where are you? Come then, Benny. This is a room 6 champ with Chatterbox. I can't keep it quiet. Okay, another topic. Tariki, what's the topic?
Birds.
Birds.
I know nothing about birds. I know that they fly around, they make bird nests in trees, they do all this stuff like eat food, fly with their wings. Another fact. They eat bread.
Thumbs up. A good trick for this is to make up some number. If you said 5% of birds actually go to university and they're finishing degree, that's just a made up fact. Customers keen. Go on. Yep. We'll do a couple more and then we'll have a white cloth. The ground that you're standing on.
The ground.
Here we go.
The ground is hard. It is structural. It's made of wood. Sometimes the ground is made of dirt and grass and birds and stuff around the ground and sticks too. And the ground is really and underneath the ground and stuff.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Awesome. We have a nice. Go on, Mary Cakes. Okay, cool. Your topic is baby powder. Baby powder.
Baby powder's a powder. You rub it. It comes in bottles in the supermarket, and you put it on babies. And baby powder is a powder. It's got lots of powders in it.
Thumbs up. It's really hard to do an impromptu speech, and it's actually a nice, fun thing to do. Standing up here is not that scary. It's not that scary.
Up there.
Yeah, up there, way more scary. I'll be up there. Yeah, so we'll have a quick water, and then we'll see how these judges are going, and then we might do a couple more impromptu speeches. Obviously, I don't have my guitar, so we'll go. Yep. Tika tu. Now we'll have a waita. We'll just start with te iwe, okay? Te iwe, because that sounds really nice. It sounded amazing on the buses today. And we're just gonna okay. We're here, just do a kiraro. Ding, ding, ding. Te iwe. Te marae, Mauhia mai Okay, what we'll do is, we'll do a massive haka. Yep, no, we won't go on the stage. Just fill up this space here. Okay, so, Rahini, you're going to lead us in this one, eh? Get ready for it. We'll do tikatonu, which we need to practice that. Tikatonu. Ready? Good practice. Any of the parents want to do an impromptu speech? Come on, you've seen your tamariki do it. It's quite easy. Go on, Malia, get up. Tyson. Your topic, spiders, take it away.
When I see spiders, I scream. When I see white tails, I take them to magic. They have 6 legs, or 8 legs. They live sometimes in bark or trees. Or sometimes I'll take them to Frankie.
Time's up. Nice. We've only got a couple more minutes left and then the judges are ready. Some people are eager to get one. We'll pick some from this one. Mitchell. Okay, what's up? Here's the topic. Real random. The more random, the more we can stump them. Walls.
Walls hold up the ceiling and the roof, and they are really good for running into. When you're trying to hide and seek and you don't realize there's a wall. Also, they're really good because you can put doors on them to walk through them, and they protect you from the rain. And if there was no doors, the ceiling would fall on us, and there would be no windows because there would be no walls to put the windows on. And the windows would be in sky roofs. And
Time's up. Go on, Chloe, get up here. Last one before the judges get here. Okay. The topic is going to be on this black pick. It's a guitar pick. Here you go.
I don't know much about these, but all I know is whenever guitar you go like this with it. It's in the shape of a triangle. It's black. And I don't know anything about it. It's black. It's black. It's got writing on it.
What does it smell like? What does it feel like?
Yeah, it's been Mr. Alpha.
Yeah, I was going to say, nothing smell it. What does it taste like? Yeah, nice, correct. Alright, cool. We do have room for one more. We'll go Callum and we'll get Sula. What's the topic? Feet? Yeah, feet. Trees. One.
feet smell disgusting. They're boring. Different colours.
How many times?
5.
Nice, Callum. Okay, hands down, and I want you sitting up straight.
Yeah, we are.
Yep. Oh yeah, cool, awesome. I was going to say. Awesome. Let's just play a round of applause for our DPS.
Great audience. We give you maximum marks. We decided 100% for your audience skills. You're awesome. We're going to go from third to second to first. And we have a tie for third. We thought you all spoke really well on a whole range of subjects. We're using the same marking schedule always did. difficult with your personal delivery. So in third place, third equal, was Magic and Paris.
Yeah, go up, yeah, absolutely.
There's only really 1 point separating first and second, which showed the quality of our speakers today. We thought the delivery had all the parts of a great speech, which would represent our school well in terms of research, personal examples, humour, and enunciation, how they grabbed your attention, how they spoke to you as an audience, and their use of humour. Second today, Mary Kate. And in first place today, thank you, Miles. Thanks, privilege to work with you guys today. We really enjoyed it.
Awesome, round of applause. Okay, yeah, Miles. Cool. Yeah, responsibility on you, heroes. Okay, awesome. Over here, back to the thousand. Cool. Awesome, Michael. Thank you guys as well. Let's see, we'll cut that on. This is just something for the judges. Amazing, thank you for your hard work. It wasn't easy to persuade them to come do this, especially with the last minute change up. So appreciate that, Shelley and Anita. It's been awesome. Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you parents, thank you guardians, thank you supporters. That's been awesome. I hope you've heard some really great, I know you've heard some really great speeches and stuff. So this caliber of DPS is quite high, so appreciate that. Thank you for coming.